Hallo Leute, willkommen zurück in einer weiteren Genshin Impact Folge. Es ist auch schon wieder schön Tag. Wir haben hier letztens aufgehört, wo wir unsere Ganyu ein bisschen probiert haben. Und die ist da unten, wie ich sehe. Dann gehen wir mal da hin. Gehen wir direkt strange nach unten. Das ist scheinbar am Baum. Dieser Baum ist irgendwie auch so. Ich habe mich auch schon gefragt, was dieser Baum da eigentlich macht. Weil der ist eigentlich gigantisch groß und hat diese blaue Aura immer. Das ist direkt am Baum. Ja, definitiv, das ist direkt am Baum. So, fliegen wir mal runter. Ein Portal. Ach, da ist so der Dämonenbändiger schon, unser Zau, den sehen wir auch mal wieder. Hallo der! Den hat der Adrian, den Charakter.
You're half an hour late. I see you still haven't abandoned the wrongful ways of humankind.
I'm sorry. I had a meeting with Cloud Retainer. I
don't need your explanations and don't require any mutual understanding between us. I'm just helping you with your training. That's all.
Xiao is such a strict teacher.
You're neither an Adeptus nor a human, always treading the line between the two worlds. It must create a lot of confusion. Instead of explaining yourself to me, you should face your true self.
I have nothing to hide.
The body and the mind are one. If something worries your mind, your body can help you find a solution. The trial I've prepared for you will explore the true potential of your body.
Yes. I'm ready.
Ah, sind wir schon wieder Ganyu? Geil. Was sollen wir jetzt machen? Das Hausprüfung.
Next on the agenda.
Okay. Ach, sollen wir das verteidigen?
The trial's begun. Paimon can feel it in the air.
Es regnet?
Even the weather's changed.
Ah.
Schedule.
Geil.
Access denied.
Wir können echt mal ihre Skills aktivieren, Leute. Komm her. Nice, ey.
No touching.
Nice. Ah, das sind... Feuerpflanzen.
For Rex Lapis.
Rex Lapis, Leute. Das könnte mir Kicking sogar echt gut.
Nowhere to hide. Access denied.
Nice, Alter. Also ich muss echt zugeben... Let's do it, Alter. Wir haben zwar ein bisschen Prozent verloren, aber... Ey. Was hat ihr denn für welche?
Access denied. Feel the beat.
Nice. Und da sind schon wieder welche. Ah, okay, das Elektro funktioniert gar nicht. Lol. Oh, was seid ihr denn für welche? Oh, Leute, die... What the fuck?
Blaze over.
Seid Pinoid. Let's go, Ganyu. Machen wir sie fertig. Einen nach den anderen.
Next on the agenda.
Das sind auch schon wieder welche. Zack, Alter.
Born of ice and frost.
Bringen wir euch mal ein. Nein. Schon wieder Feuerpflanzen.
Born of ice and frost.
Ulti aktivieren. Und damit dazu jetzt auch noch Kikins Ulti.
Cut to the chase.
Volle Kanne, Leute. Nice Combo, Alter. Nice Combo. Und dazu noch das hier, ey.
Wingblade. Yeah.
Der letzte, Leute. Der letzte. Und den machen wir mit einem Schuss des Gaun. Goodbye, mein Freund. Geil. Leute, richtig geil, Alter. Alter, Ganshu, richtig geil. Ich kann einfach nur sagen, richtig geiler Charakter.
I've completed your trial.
You don't have to report back to me. Seeking other people's validation won't benefit your training. Only you can evaluate the result of this trial. You'll progress faster that way.
Understood.
Xiao always has such strong opinions.
From tomorrow on, I'll start raising the difficulty of your training, so you'll have to...
I have to do what?
Another one of those pesky visitors. I'll leave him to you, Ganyu. It's also a part of your training.
Pesky visitor? So even here there are those that Xiao can't deal with?
Oh heavens! Blessed be Rex Lapis! I've finally come upon the Adepti! Are all of you the Adepti of this mountain? Great! My name's Sin Chung. I came to ask for your merciful blessings, O Adepti. I beg of you, please grant me luck, wealth, and a good career.
Oh, so it's a pilgrim. Huh. He can handle any battle, but talking to strange humans is a different story, huh?
I am also one of the Adepti. You can say that I'm an Adeptus in training.
Perfect. I didn't come in vain then. Although you sound a bit half-hearted. Doesn't matter. What blessings can you grant me?
Wow, straight to the point, huh?
Dear Pilgrim, you shouldn't jump to conclusions. Adepti don't help every pilgrim for free.
For free? Do you mean that you charge people for the blessings of the Adepti?
That's not what I meant. What I'm trying to say is that everything should be earned through hard work and earnest living. It would be unfair to other people if you got everything you wanted for no reason.
Hold on. I've heard this all before. You're just like my old man, always nagging me.
Your father must have experienced it firsthand. The lives of the common folk are riddled with hardships, but are also full of joy. A person of your age should focus on work and family, instead of chasing after fairy tales.
Are you a real Adeptus? Why do you speak and behave like us city folk? You sure you're not one of those swindlers who pose as an Adeptus to cheat people out of their money? Ugh, how dare you reprove me? I bet you came here looking for the Adepti yourself.
He might sorta have a point. We did come here looking for Ganyu after all.
Enough. Doesn't matter if you're a real Adeptus or not. You're useless. I'm leaving.
Nobody's stopping you. Ganyu, don't let that guy ruin your mood.
It's not his behavior. The things he said, he was right. I thought that coming back to Jueyun Karst and devoting myself to training would make me feel like an Adeptus again. But being questioned by him made me realize that But I'm unwelcome in Liyue Harbor. As an Adeptus,
It's true! Just believe us!
Alright. I'll go with you to Liyue Harbor. That said, I still trust my initial judgment. If I'm proven right, I'll return to Jueyun Karst once again.
It's a step in the right direction. Let's go!
Boah. Ich musste gerade verhusten, ey. So, zurück nach Liyue, Leute. Na dann. War auf jeden Fall schön, ganz schon mal wieder auszuprobieren. War richtig beautiful. Also ich muss ehrlich zugeben, mit ihr Combo-Angriff, mit Kikin zum Beispiel oder Xingyang ist ja echt not bad. Das war echt not bad eigentlich, muss ich echt zugeben. Hat mir sehr gut gefallen.
We're finally back!
I'm still...
Come on, Ganyu! We're almost there! You don't want to turn back now, do you?
I suppose you have a point. It would be quite impolite of me to leave the two of you now.
That's right! Where do you want to go first, then?
I've spent too much time in the mountains. The first thing that comes to my mind is the sea. Let's go for a walk in the port.
Happy to come with.
Alles klar, ins Meer. Also im Hafen. Teleportieren wir uns direkt dorthin. Also es ist krass, wie oft wir uns gerade teleportieren müssen. Immer hier bei den Quests und so alles andere. Ich muss ehrlich zugeben, Leute, ohne die Teleportationspunkte wäre es echt verdammt schwierig gewesen, jedes Mal irgendwie hin zu laufen. Das würde sowas so viel Zeit und Anspruch nehmen. Das ist immer das Gute, dass man so eine Teleportationspunkte hat. Ist echt not actually bad. Oh, ein kleiner Junge. Hallo der. So. Da vorne muss der Ganyu irgendwo sein jetzt gleich. Wir sind gleich da. So.
The sound of the waves in this familiar port. The smell of the sea breeze makes me nostalgic.
Ganyu, you didn't leave Liyue for that long. Why do you look so moved?
Well, I used to be so busy. I haven't taken a stroll around here in a long time.
Huh, that's true. Ganyu seemed to be working all the time.
Well, when I think about my time here, I've spent most of it behind a desk filing documents. It put me in a certain mood, similar to the one I felt during my training in Jueyun Karst, in fact.
Why, isn't it little Miss Ganyu? I wouldn't have thought I'd meet you here. You're always so terribly busy.
This old man called her Little Miss Ganyu.
Please don't also start calling me that. Allow me to introduce Uncle Tien. He is...
That's all right. Just tell them the truth. They have done so much for Liyue after all, and I am the one who has yet to introduce myself.
Uncle Tien is a member of the Liyue Qixing, the Tianshu.
What? This grandpa is a member of the Qixing? The same rank as Ningguang?
Hush now. I must ask for your discretion concerning my identity. Fishing in the port and strolling about are the greatest pleasures of my life. I have no wish to be followed around by those armed guards. In most people's eyes, I'm just a forgetful and wordy old man.
Uncle Tien is too modest. He's been around for a long time. There's no one who can replace a person of such noble character.
Oh, little Miss Ganyu. Your kind words make me feel that my decades of hard work haven't been in vain.
Uncle Tien, a person of your standing should really stop calling me Little Miss Ganyu.
Oh, my apologies. It's not intentional, just a childhood habit of mine. Thank you for looking after me when I first ascended to my position in the Qixing.
Oh, so you've been friends for many decades now, huh?
Oh, I was just fulfilling my duties as the Qixing secretary. It's nothing worthy of your gratitude.
Talking about secretaries, oh, I don't know if I should bring it up. Ganyu, I believe you know my daughter, Huixin. She seems to be a bit troubled recently.
Yes, she works at Yue High Pavilion and she's my junior. How can I help her?
I don't know myself, really. She's all grown up now and doesn't like to ask for my help. May I trouble you to meet her at Yue High Pavilion? She just needs a bit of guidance.
With pleasure. Solving the Qixing's problems has always been in my job description.
She's back in character, just like that, huh? Let's move then, to Yue High Pavilion.
Alles klar. Dann legen wir mal los. Wo müssen wir hin? Nach da. Da teleportieren wir uns mal dorthin, würde ich sagen, Leute. Ja, interesting, interesting. Ich würde gerade sagen, wir klettern einfach mal direkt strange da hoch, dann sind wir schneller da. Von der Ausdauer müsste es locker easy reichen. Ja, easy. Nice. Schicke Blumen. Her damit. Ach, die haben wir scheinbar schon gesammelt. Stimmt, ja. Sieht aber auch schick aus, Leute. In so einem Haus würde ich auch gerne wohnen.
Miss Ganyu, it's been too long. I don't know why, but seeing you brings me a sense of peace in these chaotic times.
Indeed, it has been a while, Huixin. I'm flattered, but aren't you exaggerating a little? I heard that you've encountered some problems and came to see if I could be of some help.
My father asked you to come, didn't he? Abusing his status as a member of the Qixing to trouble you.
Don't worry. I'm always happy to help a junior colleague from High Pavilion.
Ganyu's not only a competent secretary, but also a great mentor.
So, what can you tell me about the problem?
Ugh, where should I start? I discovered something strange while organizing tax records. There are obvious irregularities in the tax declarations of two stores, Second Life and Wanyo Boutique. However, whether I question the shopkeepers or check their accounts, I can't seem to make any progress with my investigation. Without any evidence, my hands are tied.
I see. It's not uncommon for merchants to be blinded by greed.
Well, is there any solution you can advise?
Naturally. I've dealt with similar issues hundreds of times. Give me a moment to consider the best approach in this scenario. All right. Let's approach it this way, then. Your enemy knows you best.
Huh?
If I remember correctly, Second Life and Wanyo Boutique are old business rivals, competing for market share due to their similar wares. In that case...
In that case... I know what you mean, Miss Ganyu. Miss Ganyu plans to let them expose each other.
Exactly. Let's start with Wanyo Boutique. The owner's name is... Bolai, isn't it?
Yes, you're right. Follow me, please.
Alles. Hoppala, die wollten wir jetzt nicht aktivieren. Ist auszusehen. Okay. Um ehrlich zu sein, habe ich es jetzt auch gerade nicht verstanden, was sie damit meinte, aber lassen wir es einfach. Wir müssen runter. Nee, Seepferdchensprung wollten wir jetzt nicht machen, du.
Aha, we meet again, traveler. And you must be from the High Pavilion? I suppose you're about to place a big order. I'd be honored to offer you my wares.
That won't be necessary, Mr. Bolai. Wanyo Boutique's credit is not sufficient to accept orders directly from High Pavilion. Should we need to place such an order, we would certainly go to Second Life instead.
What? Second Life? Ugh. That rascal Dongsheng. He's stealing all of my customers.
Well, Second Life's credit has always been excellent, and based on their tax records, their business is thriving.
Tax records? Thriving?
Huh. Is there anything you'd like to share with us, Mr. Bolai?
Don't let that rascal fool you. I know his dirty tricks best. If you don't believe me, show me his tax records. I'm sure I'll find something fishy in there.
You know Second Life's business so well?
Of course. Ugh, their every transaction makes my blood boil. I'd rather lose money myself than see that rascal make some.
Well then, please look over this tax record. We'll review Second Life's credit based on your observations.
Oh, of course. I'll read very, very carefully. Line by line and word by word. Ah, here, I found it! That exquisite wooden furniture set he bought from Fanmu Carpenters at the beginning of the year. Ugh, he even flaunted it in front of me. Look at the tax record. Not a word about that furniture. And he kept all the profit for himself.
I see. He must have gotten rid of all the documents related to this transaction. No wonder there was no trace of it.
I told you so. Just as I expected. Ugh, I can't wait to watch him squirm.
But, Ms. Ganyu, despite all this, can't he just flat out deny ever making this transaction?
He might have destroyed all the evidence, but I believe the supplier, Fanmu Carpenters, might still have some proof of it.
Aha, you're right. Master Lu from Fanmu Carpenters must still have the invoice. He wouldn't be swayed by the likes of Dongsheng.
I hope so. Let's go to Fanmu Carpenters. It should be near Chingsa Village. Thank you for shining a light on this case, Mr. Balai.
Oh, please, that's nothing. I just hope you won't be lenient with him once you find the evidence. That's the best way to show your gratitude.
I'm afraid I can't go to Chingsa Village.
It's all right, Weishin. You can stay in Liyue Harbor and finish your work. Leave the rest to us.
Ah, that's so considerate of you. Still, I'm sorry to trouble you like that.
Alles klar. Wo müssen wir jetzt hin? Nach da. Zum Dorf, Leute. Zum Dorf. In Masho gibt es ja auch ein Dorf. Das ist ja das Jägerdorf. Wenn ich recht erinnere, ist das das Jägerdorf, ja. Das ist ja auch ein Dorf, aber das Dorf ist um einiges größer. Sorry. So. Gehen wir uns mal dorthin. Na, wir sind gleich da. Das ist nice. Aber gucken wir mal ganz kurz, ob hier was ist. Äpfel, Dämmerungsfrucht. Eine Möhre, ein Rettich. Geil. Nehmen wir alles gerne mit, Leute. Alles klar. War was für Rüstungsset. Not bad. Naja, setzen wollten wir uns jetzt nicht wirklich. Wir wollten eigentlich mal das Buch. Ach, das Buch haben wir jetzt scheinbar schon gesammelt, okay. Lol. Gar nicht weggekriegt. Aber gut. Na dann, let's do it. Let's do it.
Ah, welcome, welcome. How can an old carpenter like me help you? I'm usually happy to take new apprentices, but I'm afraid I can't take too many at once. But I'm always around if you're keen for a chat.
Chingsa really is full of lonely old people.
Hey, I heard that, Flying One.
Paimon's sorry.
Master Lu, we've just come to see you and ask you some questions.
Don't worry, I know. You're from the Yuehai Pavilion, right? Why would the Qixing care about an old man like me? Well, whatever. You said that you want to ask me something. Ask away, then.
You're very direct, Master Lu. I will be plain. We're looking for proof that Dongsheng from Second Life has been evading taxation. Dongsheng bought some furniture from you at the beginning of the year. Do you still have the invoice or any other record of that transaction?
Oh, it's about Second Life. It was a big order. How could I forget?
Sure enough, Mr. Balai was right. Could we perhaps borrow that invoice? We won't have any evidence to bring against Dongsheng otherwise.
Of course you can. But I'm not so sprightly anymore.
What's that supposed to mean?
I only do my woodwork and display finished wares here at Fanmu Carpenters. As for old documents and such, I keep them all in a warehouse west of here. But some troublemakers have recently moved there, invading my warehouse. I tried to drive them away, but they just wouldn't leave. Since you need that invoice anyway, it may be best to get it from the warehouse yourself. And while you're at it, you can teach those louts a lesson.
So that's what happened. I see.
I'll leave you to it then. I need to get back to work.
Take back the warehouse voice. Time for us to show our stuff in a fight.
Wait, I think I saw one of those troublemakers. Ah, over there.
Oh, Paimon sees them too. It's one of the Fatui.
They must be plotting something against Liyue Harbor.
Maybe they're the scoundrels who invaded Master Lu's warehouse.
Ever since Osial attacked the harbor, the Fatui's reputation in Liyue has reached rock bottom. We won't cause a serious diplomatic crisis by getting into some small scuffle with the Fatui within our borders. You need not worry. Besides, I can already feel their malicious intentions. Consider it my intuition as the secretary of the Chising.
Then what are we waiting for? Let's go teach him a lesson.
Okay. Das ist nur einer. Es ist tatsächlich nur einer, der irgendwie was in der Pflanze da macht. Komm her, Dude. Das ist der Wasserheini. Dann nehmen wir mal ganz kurz Kippen, weil Wasser Skin Giving absolut insane. Es ist beeindruckend, wie wenig Schaden Wasser einfach macht, ey. Ach doch, das ist der Eisheini. Lol.
You scoundrels!
I think you've had enough. About time you tell us your plan. No?
Plan? What plan?
We just taught you a lesson, but clearly you weren't paying attention. If you don't spill whatever you're scheming against Liyue, we'll be forced to use harsher methods.
I'm telling the truth. There's no scheme.
If you're telling the truth, then why would you, a member of the Fatui, suddenly appear on the outskirts of Chinksa village?
Fine. If you really want to know, then, well, I was about to.
About to... what?
Pick berries over there.
I must admit, I didn't expect you to come up with such a silly excuse.
It's not an excuse. I rarely have a free morning, and I heard that there were fresh berries in this area. Think about it. I'm here alone, and Chinksa Village is nothing more than a retirement spot for old people. What could I be scheming anyway?
Judging by how he's looking at us, it does seem like he feels like he's the victim here.
So you have nothing to do with the occupation of Fanmu Carpenter's warehouse?
Fanmu Carpenter's warehouse? Where's that? I swear, I only came here to pick berries, that's all.
So it wasn't the Fatui who took over Master Lu's warehouse after all.
I also feel that he's telling the truth.
Whoopsie!
I misjudged the situation and offended you. My apologies. Our exchange only represents my personal views. If you wish it so, you can file a complaint to the Ministry of Civil Affairs.
Exchange? This woman, she's clearly aware that the Ministry of Civil Affairs wouldn't side with us, Fatui.
Yes, precisely. As an alternative, you may try to solve this problem with force once again.
Paimon's in!
Darn you. How can you wear that solemn face while bullying me like this?
What's your choice then?
I'll get back to my berries.
What a bittersweet ending.
I made a laughingstock out of myself. I might have spent too much time away from work. My intuition is not as accurate as it used to be.
No worries. It's always nice to teach the Fatui a lesson.
Let's keep moving towards Master Lu's warehouse. Our goal is to get the invoice after all.
Ja, Leute, ich habe jetzt gerade, wir müssen ihn komplett besiegen, aber scheinbar hat nur ein viertel Leben von ihm schon gereicht, was er haben sollte, um ihn zu besiegen. Ja, Leute, das war's erstmal für die Folge. Ich hoffe, das hat euch gefallen. Wo guckst du hin? Achso. Ja, dann sehen wir uns beim nächsten Mal, Leute. Euer Masho, haut rein. Tschüdelü.